Hi. In context to the post that I made recently on LinkedIn about the role of internet in connecting us with true happiness, there is a interesting question that was raised by one of our colleagues about being more specific about this role. What exactly is the role that internet plays in this context? Internet acts as a kind of a equalizing tool between some of the big divisions in this world. In the past decade or so, it's a tool that has kind of started to bridge the gap between developed and emerging markets, the rich and the poor. It starts with the understanding that every individual has a particular passion, a dream that motivates, drives him or her. And a lot of our happiness is connected to the fulfillment or non-fulfillment of these dreams and passions. In the less privileged parts of the world, socio-economically emerging versus developed, it is fairly common to see that many of us are find ourselves in situations, roles that are determined by our circumstances, not necessarily by our true passion or motivation. And one of the biggest advantages of the developed markets, apart from the obvious material success, wealth, and other aspects of financial success that have been available here for generations, one other big difference is the easy availability and accessibility to circumstances and environments that make it more possible, that are more supportive towards the fulfillment of your dreams and passions. And from that point of view, via internet, individuals from emerging markets, from sections of the world that are less privileged in terms of socio-economic conditions, can get access to these environments, these possibilities for fulfillment of their core dreams and motivations and passions. And to that extent, as compared to a few decades back, it gets them closer to the fulfillment of their dreams and passions, and that much closer to achieving happiness. For example, I had the good fortune of receiving something called as personalized executive coaching for a few years now. And this concept of personalized executive coaching is something that is quite common here in the developed world, in Europe and in US, whereas pretty much uncommon in the emerging parts of the world. Merely getting access, merely being aware of the existence of such a option and using it with reasonably easy access and availability speeds up your journey to ness as the same. This access and availability via internet to a vast majority of population for whom this kind of a concept was is not even in their awareness spectrum. There are many other examples of small businesses in emerging markets that today are gaining reasonably good financial success and would like to connect with or compete in the global competition. I have been lucky, as in, I have spent part of my professional life in India, a part of the emerging world, and a part in the developed part of the world. And I can relate to the situation from both aspects, where on one hand, the supply of this knowledge and these circumstances and environment from the developed markets can be made available via the internet, and there is a vast majority of small and medium businesses in the emerging markets that would like to have access to this kind of specialized and valuable knowledge which can escalate their efficiency and help them achieve their dreams and passions faster, far more easier as compared to a few decades back. And it is from these several different aspects and points of views that I mean that internet has started acting as a kind of a equalizing tool, getting more access and availability to the less privileged parts and populations of the world today, to get them that much closer to the fulfillment of their dreams and passions and that much closer to their source of happiness.